Hi guys, it's me Andrea. Today I will show you how I work on a loose canvas, a loose untreated canvas, not framed and not treated. It's from a roll, and I finally can work with my sewing machine on a canvas. Yoo-hoo! I have some loose parts, some loose canvas, some burlap, stuff like that. I framed the canvas first and then put the loose fabrics on, as you can see here. And this is the burlap on the bottom, and on top some leftovers where I cut some canvas out before. I always keep these little things, and here the threads. I wanted to cut them off, and then I thought, no, leave them, and I will integrate them into my canvas. This is the first video of 3. I collaborate with Ina Solsbery, and we decided to do that, and we will work both on loose canvases, same size, and start it, making a background sort of, and send it to each other, and the other one has to finish it. So here you can see me gluing the fabric down with it's a medium, it's a gel medium, a very soft one from Amsterdam. I didn't want to have that loose dangling around, and I glue the threads down as well. That's what I wanted to do. Here I make a little circle, and then I thought, that looks a bit like a flower, so that's why I go on afterwards. I glue over the thread at the edges because there are little holes, of course, and I didn't want something to drip through, and of course to secure them. You never know if something will happen. It might tear or whatever. So it's secured. Nothing will happen. Nothing will fray. So, and I get more thread out, and I will glue it down again with the gel medium from Amsterdam and make some, flower type of pattern, sort of, only one. And yeah, so when you watch my video and you haven't been over to Ina's channel, go and have a look then for her part 1 and look what she's doing for me. I know it already. I got everything, and it is absolutely fantastic. So have a look. You will be absolutely blown away by her canvas, what she made. When I unwrapped that, I was pretty, blown off my chair. So, but this is my start with my canvas, and I left it untreated. I didn't gesso it. Normally you have to go over with several layers of gesso, but I wanted to have this roughness, that you could see the canvas in the background, this structure and all this pores, and you know what I mean. Here I'm using fluid acrylics from Golden. Put that down, and of course they are fluid, but not that fluid that you get a proper drippage, so you need to put a lot of water then on it. I always forget to use my airbrush medium. I have airbrush medium here, I always forget that. So when I start a project and I'm so much in the flow, I'm not thinking about stuff like that. Because it's this, when I haven't got detailed plan. I'm not putting the stuff up, I need this and that, so that's why I forget. But it's more, this is actually more an intuitive thing. So after that almost dried, I took a baby wipe and spread the last bit of wet paint on the whole area, to have a bit of paint there. So on the bottom I take a dark color. This is the greenish blue from Amsterdam. Love that color so much. And that's of course not very fluid, and that needs quite a lot of water. As I said, should have used my airbrush medium, but too late. It's done. But I didn't want to, have the drippage down over that line. But it thinking about it now, it's stupid because you wouldn't see it. It will when it's on the frame, you wouldn't see that. It would be the edge anyway. But I don't know what Ina will do. It's not that we said we have to put the canvases we get on the frame. So she might use it for something completely different. Who knows? We'll see. And spread it out with my fingers, a bit farther up into the green, and still shifting the wet parts or the water up and down. That makes always nice patterns, with the puddles when they dry differently. And the same here, I take a wet baby wipe and spread the color out a bit. Okay, so the next step, I have this acrylic or this art spray from Marabou. That's an acrylic spray. It is permanent, and I have this in green and this petrol. This is greenish blue as well, and I go on with that and try to get a bit more drippage out. But when you can see me putting it on here, and it is pretty liquidy. I should have put more on, but when you spray on it, and you can see me doing that now with water, it will spread out. It is a nice effect actually, but not the effect I wanted. But it looks great and I was happy with it. I will dab a lot of this off to have it a bit into the background. And the main colors I wanted to have around this fabric I glued down there. I saw it and glued down like a cluster. That's the word for it. Dab off a bit here and there. Because, when you do something like that, a background, yeah. Of course you have something in your mind how you would go on, definitely. And that's what I do. And I was, at the end, when I had to stop, I was a bit frustrated because I could have gone on and on and on. But that's the rule. So, yeah. Okay. Doing the same here. Dabbing a bit off and then I dry it. So I put now acrylic binder on top to seal the background. So whatever you do on the top, and when you want to remove something, you're not able to remove that. Because I want to do glazing here, I use my glazing medium, and here that's the burnt sienna from Amsterdam, and I use it mixed 1:1, 1 part glazing medium and 1 part paint. My boy is barking outside, sorry. So I mainly go over this threads and there where I have my fabric down at the cluster, of course. And what the hardest thing is to wait, you have to let it dry, but not completely. And to get the perfect timing is always a bit difficult. I could have left it a bit longer, and yeah. But the canvas, as I said, was untreated. Of course, I have a medium on top now, but even though it is difficult to judge when to start to remove it. So I put a bit more of that stuff on with my fingers where I wanted to have it a bit darker. But that's actually it. That's what I did, and that's where I stopped. I will show you this close up now, and that's the canvas that goes to Ina. With the embellishment, we will make embellishment each, and that will be sent to the other one to finish it off. And the video number 2 will be making of the embellishment, so stay tuned for that. And as I said, if you haven't been over to Ina's channel, go now. You will find everything in the description box down below. I say thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a lot of fun, and I will see you with video number 2 soon. Bye bye, guys.